Welcome to Quick Course Digest. Ever wondered what it really takes to not just survive, but actually thrive in the super fast-paced world of information technology? Well, in this explainer on IT career exploration, we're going to go way beyond just the code. We're diving into a whole new way of thinking and working that defines a truly future-proof career.
And, Bill Gates absolutely nailed it with this one. In tech, the landscape can shift right under your feet, like daily. This means your ability to adapt, to be agile, and to just constantly learn. That's not just a nice to have, it's your most valuable asset, maybe even more so than any specific technical skill you happen to have today. All right, so before we even start talking about specific job titles, let's build our foundational toolkit. These are the universal skills that are going to make you indispensable no matter what your role is in today's workplace. We can really break these essential skills down into three core areas. Basically, how you manage yourself, how you spark new ideas, and, of course, how you connect with other people. If you can master these, you'll have an incredibly powerful foundation for success. So let's get into them. First up is personal effectiveness. You can kind of think of this as your own personal engine. It's about being that person who sees what needs to be done and just does it, without waiting for someone to ask. It's all about taking ownership and driving real results. Let's see how this plays out in the real world. So at this small pet care startup called Poodle Jumper, there was a customer support rep named Amanda. She kept seeing the same problems pop up over and over again. Now, instead of just logging the tickets and moving on, she decided to dig a little deeper. She analyzed the pattern and took what she found directly to one of the developers. And here's the real game changer. Her initiative didn't just fix a bug. It proved she had a problem-solving mindset that the company valued way more than her current job title. She didn't just get a promotion to quality assurance. She literally created her own next job. That's the power of how you work. Okay, next, let's talk about innovative thinking. This is like a superpower. It's the ability to look at a problem or a process or a product and think, hey, I bet I can make this better. It's about bringing your creativity and your adaptability to the table to create some real change. This quote, it just perfectly captures the whole mindset. See, innovation isn't always about inventing something totally brand new out of thin air. A lot of the time, it's about applying a fresh perspective to something familiar. And that's where the most powerful ideas are often hiding, right there, in plain sight. In fact, the entire Poodle Jumper company started this way. The founder wasn't setting out to build some giant tech empire. She was really just trying to solve a personal problem, how to better balance her career with taking care of her poodle. And that one brainstorming session, it blossomed into a whole business. And finally, there's powerful collaboration. Look, in the tech world, you're not a lone wolf. You're part of a symphony. Every single great product out there is the result of a massive team effort. And it's all built on a foundation of clear communication, strong relationships, and a shared vision. And just think about this for a second. A staggering 85% of all open jobs are filled through personal connections and networking. That number right there, it shows you that your ability to build genuine relationships is one of the most powerful career tools you could possibly have. Okay, now let's pull back the curtain a bit and see how all this stuff actually comes together. We've got the skills down, so now let's look at the process. Building software isn't magic. It's a structured journey that transforms a single idea into a real working product that people can use. That journey is called the Software Development Lifecycle, or SDLC for short. It all kicks off with analyzing an idea to see if it's even worth building. Then you design it, you develop the code, you test it like crazy, you deploy it for people to actually use, and finally, you maintain and improve it over time. And there are two main philosophies for navigating that cycle. The first is called the waterfall method. It's kind of like building a house from a finished blueprint. You do each step one after the other in sequence. It's great for projects where the requirements are totally fixed, but it's not very flexible. The other is agile. This is more like building with Legos. You build in small, iterative cycles. You get feedback and you adjust your plan as you go. It's absolutely perfect for a fast-changing market where you need to adapt really, really quickly. Okay, so we've got the skills and we've got the process. Now, let's meet the people who actually bring all these ideas to life. We're going to look at a few key roles and see exactly how they fit into this whole ecosystem. First up, the user experience or UX designer. This person's entire job, their whole reason for being, is to be the voice of the user. They are completely obsessed with making sure the software isn't just functional, but also intuitive, easy, and maybe even a little enjoyable to use. And this brings us right back to our core skills. A UX designer can be a brilliant artist, sure, but their true power comes from communication, from listening deeply to users and then translating those needs into clear designs that the rest of the team can actually understand and build. Let's go back to the Poodle Jumper app. It launched, but signups were terrible. They only hit 10% of their goal. So their UX designer, Maury, didn't just guess what was wrong. She went out and actually watched real people use the app. And she discovered they felt nervous and overwhelmed by this huge sign-up form. Her solution was simple, but so powerful. Break it into 3 small, easy steps. This built trust and just made the whole experience feel a lot safer for new users. Next up, we have the quality assurance or QA engineer. You can think of their job as being a professional problem hunter. They are responsible for finding bugs, issues, and any little inconsistencies before the software ever gets into the hands of a customer. And who would be better for this role than Amanda, who we met earlier? Her natural initiative and her drive to understand the root cause of a problem, not just the symptom, are the exact qualities that make for an absolutely exceptional QA engineer. And of course, we have the software engineer. This is the person who architects the systems and writes the actual code. They are the builders who take all the designs and requirements and turn them into a tangible, working product. But even for this deeply technical role, just writing code is only half the battle. This quote is so critical because it reminds us that the ability to explain complex ideas clearly, to collaborate with designers, and to understand business goals, that's what truly launches a software engineer's career into the stratosphere. So here's the big takeaway from all of this. A career in tech isn't really about being a coder. It's about being a problem solver for other people. The code is just the tool you use. The real magic happens when you combine that technical know-how with powerful human skills like initiative, innovation, and collaboration. As we wrap things up, I'll leave you with this one question. We've just unpacked the blueprint for a successful career in tech. We've seen these essential skills in action. So now I want you to look at your own toolkit. Which one of these skills will you start building today? The future of your career? Well, it's in your hands.